See that guy in the back, in the blue tie and old man glasses? That's me, a 21-year-old graduate assistant from New Zealand, sitting behind the bench for one of the biggest athletics schools in the country, the Ohio State University. I was surprised I got there, and I still am. So the purpose of this video is going to be to take you through how I did. I went from Christchurch, New Zealand to Columbus, Ohio. Now, it starts in 2015 when I attended the University of Canterbury to study towards a Bachelor of Sports Coaching. In my second semester, I took the first of several classes teaching performance analysis. Now, I didn't actually know what it was. I thought it was going to be some sort of applied biomechanics type of thing, but instead I began to fall in love with a discipline I had previously never even heard of. I started off with Game Breaker, a version of sports code so basic it doesn't even have labels. And looking back at some of my first class assignments, they are terrible. Now, 2016 was a big turning point. In my second semester of my second year, I had the opportunity to attend Purdue. I'd been a huge fan of the NFL for a couple years and had just started getting into the college game, so with Canterbury providing a subsidised opportunity to spend a semester abroad, I took it. Though I just enrolled in a bunch of history classes and had no role in sport whatsoever, I got to witness the games live in person for the first time. Purdue football and obviously more Purdue basketball were incredible. I even had the opportunity to visit a friend who attended Michigan and got to see a Wisconsin-Michigan game in a packed big house. Ironic considering what school I'd be attending afterwards. An odd side note, during my weekend in Michigan, I went to a basketball pep rally where they would reveal the upcoming season's jerseys. While there, I witnessed DJ Khaled shoot and miss some 13 consecutive three-point shots. I was also in the same arena as Andrew Darkich, who played at Michigan, and who would be my GA colleague at OSU in just 2 years' time. 2017 was the year performance analysis started getting serious for me. I started an internship with the Canterbury Crusaders, my city's professional rugby team. While there, I learned heaps from the head analyst about the analysis process and the day in, day out job of being a professional video coordinator. It didn't hurt that the Crusaders would also go on to win the championship. Now, my degree only took 3 years, as most degrees do at a bachelor level in New Zealand, so I was almost done. It was in the second half of 2017 where I started to hustle my way into a position to go to Ohio State. Now, I knew I wanted to go into college sport, but not really knowing anything about basketball, I initially tried to do soccer. I did a case study during one of my university breaks and sent it to several schools to no response. Conceded that basketball was my only way, I started doing my research. Fortunately, my analysis professor, who was also a talented basketball coach and was incredibly supportive of me and my ambitions, took me to a couple of New Zealand basketball tournaments and told me what he knew. With this knowledge, I did another case study, this one of course focused on Purdue basketball, and sent it to literally every college that had some form of basketball program. And I mean like every school. I'm talking I sent emails to over like 350 schools. Predictably, I got very few responses. The ones I did get said either I'd have to volunteer, which wasn't legally possible with any sort of visa, or be a graduate assistant. And one school which replied back with the most sympathy, by far, would be, to my own shock, Ohio State. Knowing now that I would have to be a graduate assistant to make my dream come true, I started looking into master's degrees that would be appropriate follow-ons to my undergraduate. I also started creating a portfolio. I already started uploading videos detailing my early basketball window attempts to my YouTube channel. I also started doing more case studies that I could send to prospective schools. I would analyze head-to-head matchups in conference play, where the teams had already played twice, and analyze the game-to-game progression, make statistical observations, and identify offensive and defensive actions, all using sports code to emphasize my competency in the software. I ended up applying to 5 schools: Indiana State, Mississippi State, Georgia, West Virginia, and Ohio State. I only discovered Ohio State had a Masters in Sports Coaching program the day before the applications closed. I was lucky enough to be accepted by all 5, and from there it was an easy choice. If Ohio State was interested, then so was I. After some email correspondence with the head video coordinator and a short, informal video interview, I was accepted into the basketball program. Getting accepted is one thing, getting there is another. I spent most of 2018 interning with the Crusaders while going through the long, laborious visa process that is required for international students. The Crusaders won the Super Rugby Championship again in 2018, and a week afterwards I flew over to Columbus. Now, taking charter flights across the country, staying in fancy hotels, getting free exclusive sneakers, It was all a bit much from a kid from Christchurch, but I absolutely loved every moment with the basketball program. I learned heaps about the industry and basketball analysis and gained some awesome memories, like how I coded my first ever college basketball game in the University of Cincinnati's stadium's bathroom. I unfortunately had to leave halfway through the season due to an unforgiving exchange rate and steep international fees. Ohio State doesn't give graduate assistants tuition waivers, but I had the best 6 months of my life. Getting to Ohio State was not an individual effort. I am forever grateful to the people who tutored me and helped me along the way, such as Pete Van Hassel, the nicest human being you'll ever meet, who taught me analysis and the sport of basketball at the University of Canterbury; John Gardner, the head performance analyst at the Crusaders, who took me on and taught me about the analysis process for the 2 years I was with the team; Kyle Davis, the Ohio State video coordinator, who took a chance on some random kid from New Zealand and made my dream come true. Kyle is also the smartest sports code person I've ever met, and I learned heaps from his tutorship. Then there is all the interns and managers I worked alongside during my journey, all the University of Canterbury classmates, Aaron and Via at the Crusaders, Darkich and Robbie, and all the managers at Ohio State. The dream for me now is to get back, to be a video coordinator for a Division 1 school. I know my stuff, all I need is the opportunity. If you need a video coordinator with advanced sports code knowledge and a lot of ambition, I'm your guy. So that's my journey. I hope you learned something. I hope you got a little bit of inspiration or some ideas on how you could recreate the process. But thank you very much for watching, and see you later.